get those eliminations in order to be able to stay alive and build up that Storm Surge. As I see Art taking out Alex, Anon's going to get taken down by School. Not sure if OCE is still alive, but NA West trying to bring themselves back into this. And just by the looks of it, Zone pulling so far away. Queasy Swizzy, they realize there's no chance to get Merstache back into the game, so we have to make our numbers count.
But without Merstache, Queasy recognizes, hey, I'm gonna have to shift into gear and bring to light what kind of fragging capability I might actually be able to unleash, because some of these other teams that are just doing everything in their power to try and play catch up, you can never discredit what they might be able to accomplish. For Noxy, Gino, Pablo lurking at the very bottom of it all. They've got so much surge already. They can play fully for positioning, but Cold, Ritual, Peterbot, they are looking rough right now. They still have a good chunk of resources to actually bring their HP back up, but they're still just in such a tight position, and no one is even backing down. All day long, teams have been openly embracing the fight with Peterbot, Cold, and Ritual.
Yeah, drop spot aside, this is a game with the loot and the loadout that he has. You really have to make it count. Teddy Yapko and Panzer, 678 above the damage threshold. They may not know Resigns is getting ticked by Storm Surge, but if they were close by, they could probably hear the shields crack, as Victor V is close by as well. I did see a couple of his teammates go down in the feed. I don't know if he's entirely a solo, but hey, it's Vic. Oh, well, no, that wasn't my fault, Taco. That wasn't my fault.
Okay, Ozzy.
That was Ozzy. He's doing a watch party upstairs. This is definitely Ozzy's fault.
Oh, yeah, but for Noxy, on the other end, he's actually got a glimpse of Queasy up in the skies. Queasy having been spotted out, he knows this is trouble. We got to start maybe working our way down. This is not the spot to be, but Gino, Pablo, for Noxy, they don't care. They're looking to fully collapse. They see that Queasy is weakened, and they've actually completely overthrown the ultimate high ground position. But the fact that Queasy and Swizzy are still alive, Jacob, it's still the potential for placement points to keep building.
Yeah, this is almost looking like a full circle moment, because remember, it was Fordoxy, Pablo, and Gino the one that even took down Merstache in the first place and put him in such a rough spot overall, and they really haven't been able to recover from it since. Take a look at some of the action going down around the lobby. Kanata just taking matters into his own hands. The first knock, that was easy. The second one somehow was easier, and now Kanata's looking to pressure that third elimination. And that's something big for them, because you can see he's all by himself, still taking pressure, still taking damage from all directions, and quickly running out of builds.
But if it resembles a shotgun, Ganada can still max it out, and that's all he's looking for. A couple of Flowberry Fizzes still left at his disposal. Seti, rather weakened, but his trio mate still way too healthy. Panzer and Yapko can just overtake that part of responsibility here. Panzer now holding down the walls. Hoyo, Agers, Acorn directly underneath. The elevation shifts can be brutal, but for Gino, Pablo, and Fordoxy, all above it all, they have no issues whatsoever, which is suppressing these lower teams.
This is their time right here to move up that leaderboard and hopefully maybe even get into the top 5, especially being contested by not only Tayson, but as that fight ends, so many other teams moving over in that direction as well. Marius, Pixie, and Vanya, this is one of the teams that they have to potentially go through as well. As you're seeing, Vanya get another elimination onto Mountain. That's their second one overall. 254 above the damage threshold. They're not focusing on taking any fights that they don't have to. Yamso clicks, they both fall. Storm Surge is a huge thing that's taking them all out as the full trio's back to the lobby. Now Acorn's pressuring in. Marius sees him coming from a mile away. He goes up and over, dunking on him yet again. Now it's him versus Pollo. Zone's gonna finish the job. Marius with back-to-back eliminations.
Marius did such an excellent job at just pushing them fully back. That is a huge come up here as Agers now forced to try and see if he can bring it together. But Marius, he's just not slowing down anytime soon. Just continuing to barrel his way forward inside of the mid-ground layers. Fordoxy, Pablo, Chino with height in their control. I just don't see a way for anybody else to actually jump up towards them anytime soon, and Chino just continues to spray all those teams making their way towards the front side of zone.
And they even reinforced it on their way on over, patiently waiting for the zone to pull. It's going to work out in their favor for the most part. And you see Pablo right now, he's the one building their top on over because he has the double pump. Letting his teammates put pressure down from above is a huge part of their game plan. As they're 257 above, Swizzy, he has taken down Peterbot, their third elimination of the game, and they're cruising inside of the top 12. This is what I'm talking about. You cannot expect this team to just go down without a fight.
It's the boost of materials that they have to work with too. Yapko recognizing directly overhead. He doesn't have an opportunity here. Wixie on the other end of his wall. Yapko going to be forced to layer swap here. He is dropping to ultimate low, but he has hardly anything left to work with here, Jacob. Backside of zone, anyone. It might just be Ping who comes up upon Yepko, but instead it's going to be Marius, Pixie, Vanya. Now looking to play spoiler to these teams in the mid-ground. Marius just continued to tear away at everybody's HP.
Yeah, that double pump, and he's putting it to use. Darm is down in the outside of the zone. Marius is going to clean that one up. Couple more points, push them further and further closer to Queasy, who's still alive, by the way. Yapko is solo. He's just trying to get the most out of this as possible. Only 5 on the med miss, no extra builds, scrambling around, trying to catch somebody off guard, but it's he who falls to Pixie.
Gino, Pablo, and Fredoxy still in the high ground. Swizzy and Queasy now working through ultimate low. This is a night and day difference for loadouts, but Swizzy still trying to bring it all together. He only has 5 builds, but he has to take a chance to heal, and Queasy picks it up where he left off. Eliminations onto Tisco now means that Queasy has some material to work with, and Marius, he's torping his way through, but he might just run smack dab center into where Queasy is at, not to mention Fredoxy, Pablo, Gino overhead.
This is a good moment for all the players down low. They're distracted up above, but not too distracted. They drop down. Surprise attack coming from above. Down goes Queasy. Pixie's gonna follow as well. Vanya's now by himself. He gets taken down by Gino. Pablo, Tino, they're the only 2 alive for the team from high ground to low. They're trying to take the fight to Demas, and that one is gonna be solidified. And a much-needed siphon comes in just in time. A 2v1 situation, and it's Pix. He's so far out of zone, and the last medkit has already been used. A last desperation attempt to make his way into the zone, and it does not work. Fredoxy, Pablo, and Gino take the game.
They knew that they were going to need an insane performance to close out the day. It's been a bit of a scuffle here, Jacob, but finding this victory royale in the final hour of day 1, that could be the ultimate difference maker, starting things off in day 2. First and foremost, though, we got to see what they have to say.
Fredoxy, stand up for me, please. Cast your minds back to game 1, where you were quite frankly destroyed off spawn by Tayson. But after that, you managed to turn it around. So many reboots and finally the victory royale. How does that feel?
I mean, after 4-2 off spawn and getting 3rd quite every game, it feels nice to finally get to play another game out.
And for you, in those final moments as well, is the communication in a busy venue like this on LAN coming naturally? What's it like?
I mean, it's a... repeat the question, please?
I'm just asking how the comms are going.
Yeah, we can't... Oh, I mean, yeah, the MA fans are nice to have here. It's a good... it's just good vibes, yeah.
Good vibes, good vibes. Choka.
C'est une très bonne vibe, il vient de dire. Vous mettez une très bonne ambiance, le public. Merci beaucoup. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Will you manage to have a lot of more victory royale? How will you do it?